OK, let's kick off with the Times, Leo, and let's get into the Quran.
Yeah, let's get the death threats in early. So, a Quran damaged at a school in Yorkshire has been recorded as a hate incident by the police. So, West Yorkshire police became involved at Kettlethorpe High School in Wakefield after an autistic boy was told to bring in a copy of the Islamic holy book, the Quran, not Kerrang, which is a music magazine. It was a sort of dare by his friends after losing a video game, and it was damaged after being dropped in a busy corridor, and 4 pupils were suspended for a week, and the police intervened after rumours spread that it was set alight, which were totally false. It just, it fell from a bag, as far as the evidence shows, and, was mildly scuffed. But still, this was incendiary news for the community, and so the police acted, recorded it as a non-crime hate incident, and the 4 pupils were suspended. So that shows that we now have de facto blasphemy laws in the UK, where, if this had been a copy of the Yellow Pages or a Harry Potter, nobody would have...
Or the Bible.
Or the Bible, nobody would have batted an eyelid.
Blasphemy laws were specifically taken from the statute book in 2008 because they were deemed to be in contravention of people's right to free speech. So, of course, the reintroduction by stealth of any level of the policing of blasphemy for and in connection with any religion is completely unacceptable for those very reasons.
Yep, and this happened, I think, only about 10 miles away from the Batley Grammar School, where a teacher was, I believe he's still in hiding after he was teaching, and as part of the lesson, he showed an image of the Prophet Muhammad, which obviously for some reason is offensive or deemed offensive, and he's had to go. And it's not like people are a bit angry. He's had to go into hiding. His family fear for their safety.
Well, this is the thing that's most amazing to me. And Roger, what seems incredible is that the police have recorded this incident as this non-crime hate incident or whatever, yet they haven't investigated death threats, actual death threats.
Yeah. Or grooming gangs. I mean, if they had the same police approach to this as they had the grooming gangs. Well, it's related. I mean, the police just let grooming gangs happen for decades.
Okay, well, let's stick to this particular story.
No, still there have. Well, I think it's kind of related. I mean, it
is related.
Or you think it's the appeasement of a community?
It's about the prioritisation of crime, and clearly all the values that condition that and dictate what the police priorities are skewed horrendously for whatever reasons. What are the reasons?
Well, Suella Braverman has come in here seemingly saying is she going to intervene? What is she exactly going to do? I mean, she's talking, I guess her remit is the police, but for me, these children have also been suspended, I understand.
Yeah.
And surely someone from the Department of Education needs to get involved. They've been suspended for a week. They've lost a week of education because of this. Yeah.
And if we're talking about hurt feelings, I mean, the boy who's the subject of all these rumours and death threats, he's autistic. He's a young kid, and he's absolutely terrified. Hasn't eaten, and his anxiety levels are through the roof, according to his mother. So yeah. What about his feelings? Do they not matter? Or we just got to worry about the feelings of certain communities?
Well, just to underline what you said, though.
Don't undermine me.
I won't deliberately, but only subtly will I undermine you. This is, of course, absolutely not the province of the police, and it's all about the Department of Education, and it's about the school actually not fulfilling their duties towards and in local parentis of the children. 4 of them, and all children are vulnerable, but an autistic Year 10 child, more so than anyone.
Yeah, and to use these non-crime hate incidents still, which have been, they've been castigated as ridiculous because it's a crime that doesn't actually reach the threshold of criminality. So it's a non-crime.
It's an obscene waste of police resources.
They call it. They're recording it as some kind of a sort of near crime, like a hate incident. It's like that's an absolute nonsense. It's Stalin-esque policing of people's opinions and minor actions.
It is crazy. Also, we have a little photo here of Princess of Wales, or Wheels, as every single newspaper seems to have gone with that particular pun.
Looking fragrant and not sweaty at all.
That's not how I look in the gym.
Well, you don't wear a long dress over your knees.
I want to cover my modesty.
I mean, I'd love a carry-on type incident where that gets caught in the flywheel and gets ripped off, and she's wearing Union Jack underpants underneath.
She seems to be wearing a sort of Palestinian scarf as her skirt.
Right, well...
as well. But supposedly she won.
As is her constitutional right.
Absolutely, and I'm not offended at all.